Hello everyone, what's going on? This is Semi here. Today I'm bringing you how to jungle with Dark Seer. Well, I'm not playing too much with this hero, but I kinda felt that I need to start somewhere actually with those tutorials, so I think this is perfect start. So yeah, if you like this hero and you wanna see how to jungle properly, I'm gonna show you. So first thing first, you're gonna go ahead to small camp, you're gonna buy shield and 2 tangos. Actually you can do that with only one. You're gonna get first ability Iron Shield. You're gonna take this first camp, approximately somewhere under 47-48 seconds. If you wonder why, well, because you need to go ahead to the first camp and you're gonna stack that camp. You're gonna wait 44 seconds for first stacking, so you're gonna pull that. And then you're gonna use your Iron Shield again, Iron Shell actually, and you're gonna go ahead to the smallest camp. You're gonna take that one. First item which you wanna get for Dark Seer is Tranq boots, because when you have that, this jungling is fairly over for you. I mean, in terms of problems, then it's gonna be pretty easy for you. If you finish this under 23-24 seconds, you can go ahead for this camp. If you can't finish this one, doesn't really matter. Your primary mission is to stack first camp. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. Somewhere at 43 seconds, 45 at most maybe. Yeah, just leave those if you can't. And this is pretty random because it really depends on how are your camps, what you have in your camps. It's not gonna be that easy every single time or that hard. You stack that camp, then you go to the smallest as always, then you're gonna finish the other one. So ring of vision, ring of protection. If you are not going too well, immediately when you get your ring of vision, tell the courier to bring you that, because it's gonna help you with +2 HP regeneration. It's helpful, maybe it's little for you on first side, but it's pretty helpful. So we have somewhere at 20 seconds till our stacking. Don't be afraid to stay a little bit here. You're not losing time or anything. Not sure did I stack this camp for 4th time properly. Maybe I didn't. Pretty sure that I failed once, so that's gonna happen a lot on publics. You're gonna be concentrated on Raider, and of course when you can assist or do some things, don't be afraid to leave jungle. You're gonna take that gold and experience sooner or later, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna show you just how to jungle full time if your team is playing good and they don't really need your assistance. So this camp are wolves, we can do that. As soon as we get Tranq boots, we are gonna start collecting gold for Soul Ring. That's gonna help with your mana. You're gonna have always mana for Iron Shell actually. God, that's pronouncing. So okay, you take that, you go to that camp, you're gonna stack 1 more time or 2 more times, doesn't really matter. Your goal is Tranq boots to be able to do that properly. We have 4 stacks here.
Yes.
I probably failed on 5th one. That means that you should get some little bit more than 100 gold if you stack this properly. Yeah, I failed.
Onward.
So small camp again. You're always starting with small camp in that break time between stacking and all those kind of stuff. And of course always make sure that you have courier. If you didn't have courier, I should probably be somewhere at 80 gold away from my Tranq boots now, even though I had them now. But yeah, that stack, if you didn't fail maybe, or you don't fail, that would be probably compromised for that courier.
Speed is the heart of battle.
So we're gonna get our Tranq boots, and we can try to stack this 1 more time, but not sure did I did it, or maybe I just went. I'm gonna probably try to stack at least. Not sure did I did that was successfully.
Of course.
But basically, until you don't have 5, 6 or even 7 stacks, you shouldn't really go there and try that, you need level 3 of your iron shell as well. So since I don't have mana, and I'm gonna take this camp like this, maybe it's too slow, but it's better than to go all the way into your base. You can take some clarity potions on your courier as well, but since I'm doing this just to show you some basics, you can do this like this. It doesn't really matter are you doing that slow or not, because as I said, your primary objective is here to stack that first camp. So it's gonna be right on time. We have level 3 iron shell.
Your middle tower
We
is
can
under
try to
attack.
stack, even though not sure did they stack that properly, but you got the point. Even with that fail, I'm gonna do pretty well farm
Your top tower
for like
is under
12
attack.
minutes, I think.
Combine
Not sure what
and
was my
conquer.
goal.
Your top tower is under attack.
As you
So
will.
we can start this. I'm gonna show you. Always throw your iron shell on smallest creep, because you wanna take the biggest creep because of
Your
golden
top tower
experience.
is under attack.
So yeah, make sure to block those creeps. So there will always be like one till another, because iron shell is not gonna take damage if they move to the distance.
My
And
discipline
there we go.
increases.
We have our soul ring, which is fairly good. If we had 2 more stacks successfully here, that would be like 200 gold more, and that would be really helpful
Damascus
for your
dance.
next item. In my opinion, and from my experience, Hood of Defiance,
As you will.
it's pretty good for Dark Seer. It's gonna give us some tank. Actually, it's gonna give more health regeneration and survivability, which is fairly good. So now it's fairly easy. You just use soul ring, then throw your iron shell, and you shouldn't have problems with any camp there in the jungle. Of course, you know
Your
how
middle
Tranquil
tower
Boots
is
works.
under attack.
They are not gonna stop with regeneration if any creep do damage on you. It's only for heroes and for chance. So even if you're taking damage before you wanna take your soul ring, if your health isn't full, make sure to use your Tranquil Boots, and then you're gonna take your soul ring for iron shell, and you shouldn't have problems.
My beard grows longer.
I'm gonna farm here a little bit more, just to show you how much time
I see
you
where
should
this road
approximately
ends.
need to farm everything. But yeah, after that you could go for Vanguard if you want actually more survivability, which is fairly good for Dark Seer. As well, Aghanim Scepter is pretty good, because you don't need you need that for your wall, and of course your build doesn't really necessarily to be the same. Iron Shell must be maxed out as soon as you can, so level 4 is your priority. Then you can take 1 point on your vacuum and 1 point on your third ability. Doesn't really matter, it's totally your choice how you prefer,
Casualty of war.
and actually in what situation you are.
Quickly.
Of course, you're not gonna be able to sit like whole 10 minutes at your base, at your jungle, and to rely on your teammates, because in publics is pretty random, you know. But if you play with your teammates, all some random good players, and they're doing pretty good, they're taking their kills and all this kind of stuff, you can just sit in the jungle and finish your early farm pretty fast, and then you can go out and do your stuff. So those Ring of Regions are gonna be helpful even in battle now. You have like 11 regeneration without Tranquil Boots. If you use your Tranquil Boots, it's gonna be a lot more. So yeah, jungle is now pretty much easy. We have like 63 creeps in less than 10 minutes. We can do, I think, somewhere at 100 creeps and in 13 minutes, but that doesn't really matter, because if you have some assist or maybe even kill at top lane or mid, you could actually almost have Ring of Regeneration, so you'll be pretty close to your Defiance, Hood of Defiance. So yeah, at the beginning also
Strategic
You need to be
deployment.
really concentrated on your radar to check all your heroes how they work while you're farming one camp.
Enjoined in battle.
Of course you need wards, even though if you go with your third ability you're not gonna be able to die that easily. It's gonna be hard for them to catch you, except if they don't have stuns or they are going too for you, then you're pretty much dead at the beginning.
Searing pain.
And also
Magic
you need to have
abounds.
courier. If you don't have courier, then your jungling is gonna be a huge fail. You're gonna go to this camp. Don't be afraid to use your abilities. You have now Soul Ring, so you don't need to use every single time Soul Ring before you use your ability, but when you have, let's say, less than 200 mana, you can do that. Your
Strategic
health will be full,
deployment.
well, pretty much every single time. In jungle, there are no creeps, which can do some huge damage for you, or on you, doesn't really matter. So your tranquil boots now are pretty much useless in, I mean, here in jungle, but if you're fighting, you know it, you know already.
I'll see you dead.
So 87 creeps, 12 minutes, good Defiance is on our way, probably one more
See
camp.
where this road ends.
You don't even have enough camps for 1 minute
Sharper
farm,
than any blade.
so we're gonna go ahead for these guys, even though Iron Shell doesn't work on them, so
As you will.
I'm gonna stack that camp. Hopefully we're gonna have a couple more guys there, so I'm gonna try Iron Shell on me,
Combine
and
and
I'm gonna
conquer.
fight with those while the other camp, which is now probably spawned there, is gonna take damage from my Iron Shell, and that way
is the
I'm gonna
heart
take
of battle.
almost 2 camps at the same time.
Your middle tower is
And
under
there we go,
attack.
Ring of Health is here. So, less than 30 minutes, you have Tranquil Boots, Soul Ring, and Holy Defiance. If we go for Vanguard, above this, you probably need 2 or 3 minutes more. Although I didn't got my items on courier, so
For my advantage.
I'd say 30 minutes. It's gonna be 13 minutes for this farm, more than 100 creeps, so it's fairly
A
good.
grand design.
I'm doing this mostly for beginners or players who are which kinda wanna learn everything and they don't have opportunity or anyone to show them and to, I don't know, to give them opportunity actually to try to gain some experience. I'm probably going... no, I'm not gonna do that.
Very good.
It's waste of time, I mean, to fight with that creep. Even though when you have a full match, you need to be careful
I wage
and
war.
pay attention. Do they want to pull their lane, or they want to push? So you can't really rely on that camp every single time. You need to work with your teammates, because if you destroy their lane with pulling or pushing, they're probably gonna fail, and since that is your safe lane, you need to be careful with your carry. You don't really want to screw up. So just rely on those first 3 camps, and this camp is probably going to be full with those stone creeps, which doesn't take damage from your Iron Shell, so that's gonna be a problem maybe for you. But yeah, overall you just need to mix those camps and to think pretty fast, I would say. So yeah, I'm not gonna go for full Vanguard, since we have already Ring of Health. That would say how fast you can farm your Vanguard. And of course, if you have any kill for now, Vanguard should be here. Should be in a couple seconds here. This way I'm not gaining that amount of gold. So yeah, overall that would be everything for Dark Seer. If you have any questions or any, I don't know, feedbacks, please let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, 15 minutes, you have your Code of Defiance, Soul Ring, Tranquil Boots, you're on halfway till your Vanguard, and more than 125 creeps. So yeah.